Yo, welcome friends. It's time for Generation 3. We're starting it off real strong. This weekend's been real rough.
Yeah, I got sick. Jake is gone.
Jake is in the nether. But fuck it. I don't want to delay this any further. You guys heard me all week talking about the starter poll. And I'll talk about that more in a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and start this gen already. So here we go. I'm just gonna roll the intro. Because this intro is fucking hype. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that's Manectric. That's Volbeat for sure. That's a Flygon, Torchic.
The ugliest ass bee that ever lived.
And then we get our boys. Yeah, much different intro than Ruby and Sapphire. And of course, the king.
We will get him.
Yeah, I think that guy's gonna be our 6th. But yeah, welcome to fucking Pokemon Emerald version. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm very excited to play this gen. It's a big childhood piece of mine. Let me customize these options real quick. So yeah, I kind of talked about this in the previous gens, but I grew up with gens 1, 2, and 3 simultaneously. I played mostly Fire Red, but this gen I also sunk a lot of fucking time into. I didn't have Emerald, of course. I just had Ruby and Sapphire. Hi, Lotad. We're greeted by Professor Bitch.
Hello, Mr. Bitch. I'm hoping that we have a good setup that'll let us get a Lotad.
Alright, here we go. Should we go with our original name?
Yes, absolutely.
Alright, here we go. This is the name we decided on. Because the Booma food doesn't fit, but this one does. So we're going to be playing as May here. Which is pretty cool. This is like the first player character that you can pick in one of the games that like becomes an active member of the show. And we just got hit by a Shrink Ray. This game's intro is also pretty cool. Start off in the fucking moving truck here. And then of course, the fucking music.
Bing, 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 bong.
Hi, mother. Yeah, Little Root Town theme. In terms of just pure good vibes, this is probably my favorite fucking starting town theme ever. It's just such a nice track to listen to. I listen to this shit on my phone. I got some Vigorots here. Doing their job. Because we see the first instance of a worker Pokemon. Got our orange GameCube here. Oh yeah, let me set the time.
I was super surprised to see that orange GameCube the first time we went through. Which, by the way, we did go through this, like, the beginning already. But, we had a 3-way tie at the time with the vote of our starter. So, we decided to wait for some more votes.
Yeah, so I might as well establish that straight up. So yeah, we had our original starter vote when we tried to record this yesterday had 6 votes, which is I thought was a pretty nice amount, but all of the options had 2 votes, so we just had to fucking spin the wheel. And originally we were just gonna go with that, but I kind of was like, I don't know, I want to see if I can get any more votes, like, because they still have 1 day to record, so I'll see if I can do anything. Oh, and this is our dad. Yeah, it was a little broadcast from the Petalburg gym. Which was also really cool, because this is the first instance of a Pokemon game where it's established you have 2 parents. Other than just, you know, your mother and your dad being non-existent. But anywho, yeah, I made a little separate post yesterday, basically saying like, yo, all the options are tied, and if you want to vote for a starter, you know, please vote now. And the amount of votes on that poll doubled.
Hell yeah.
So it went from 6 to 13 now that I'm checking it today. Hello. Yeah, so unlike Ruby and Sapphire, this game starts out slightly differently. You actually have to go into your neighbor's room and look at his shit. Also, here's the Hoenn region. Very nice, pretty Pacific Island region type of thing. Also very big region, so I'm excited to get to all these places here. Yeah, there's a lot of water. So much so that shoutouts to the IGN review of this game, where one of the cons they listed for this game was too much water.
It was just too much, dude.
IGN did not like the amount of water in this game. So we're gonna interact with this shit here, and he's like, "What the hell? Hi, Brendan. Who are you? Oh, you're Zabuma, aren't you? Moved in next door, right? I didn't know that you're a girl. Dad, Professor Bitch, said that our new next door neighbor is a gym leader's kid, so I assumed you'd be a guy. My name's Brendan. So hi, neighbor. Huh? Hey, Zabuma, you don't have a Pokemon. Do you want to go catch one? Want me to go catch you one? Oh, darn, I forgot. I'm supposed to go help my dad catch some wild Pokemon. Some other time, okay? And he goes back onto his gaming PC there. Yeah, a little different than the first one. Let me get the lab here. Lovely lab music. But of course he's not here yet. So yeah, this game, I was kind of talking about it a little bit in the last 2 gens. I guess we'll go over this first. There are scary Pokemon outside. I can hear their cries. I want to go see what's going on, but I don't have any Pokemon. Can you go see what's happening for me? We go up a little bit.
No.
Oh, Shatsky. Aw, nah.
Dude, Zigzagoon solos the Pokemon universe right here.
Hello, you over there. Please help. In my bag, there's a Pokeball. Alright, so now we're doing this again. So, yeah. The voter poll went through. Thank you all so much for voting, because a fuck ton of you voted this time. So yeah, thank you for all your input. And this time we do actually have a definitive winner, thank God. And the starter we're going with for this playthrough is going to be Trico.
Yo!
So yeah, thank you all for voting, and also a big shout out to Sip, who adamantly was commenting wanting a Trico. So there you go, my friend.
I love Trico.
Your starter won.
Honestly, this gen has such good starters all around.
Yeah, as evidenced by our starter vote. Who could even get a fucking definitive winner? Phew. I was in the tall grass studying wild Pokemon when I was jumped. You saved me. Thanks a lot. Oh? Hi, you're Zabuma. This is not a place to chat, so come to my Pokemon lab later, okay? He's just gonna quantum tunnel us to his lab. So, Zabuma, I've heard so much about you from your father. I heard that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. But the way you battled earlier, you pulled it off with aplomb. I guess you have your father's blood in your veins after all. Oh yes, as thanks for rescuing me, I'd like you to have that Pokemon you used earlier. And then we got the Trico. All right, here we go.
Yuki.
Important decision here.
Oh man.
Should we use the one from earlier, or should we pick a different one?
What was the one we used earlier?
I think it was fucking Quandale or something.
Oh man, I don't know. Quandale kind of seems more fitting for Trico. Quandale is very funny. A.
Like that.
We can do I. Like 2 capital I's. Quandale the second.
Quandale 2. Let's go. Let's go with Quandale.
Yeah.
If you work at Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make an extremely good trainer. My kid Brendan is also studying Pokemon while helping me out.
My awesome kid Brendan. He's so cool.
Yeah, Brendan Birch. Don't you think it might be a good idea to go see Brendan? Great. Brendan should be happy too. Get Brendan to teach you what it means to be a trainer. Alright, so now we have our itinerary.
Altair, my students do not know what it means to wield a blade.
So you're a bit busy. Alright, here we go. So our first chance at combat here, aside from the tutorial. So here's Zabuma. He's jolly.
Foo.
He's got Overgrow. It's typical. Nice, and he's a fast boy. Cool. Alright, nice. The first bush I would fucking walk into.
Poochie. Oh my god, Elisa's been saying Poochie over and over again because she saw the fucking Minions movie with Bob.
Yeah, she keeps talking about Coochie. She would love this Pokemon. Cool, so it looks like we're going with another grass starter this one. So it's been grass, water, grass has been our starter rotation.
Ash, Dookie, Ash.
No fire yet. I wonder what our first fire one will be. Because I'm sure we'll get one at some point. Yeah, I'll just talk to this. Get a free potion. Yeah, this gen introduces a crazy amount of stuff, so... Yeah, crazy to think that the games before this one were all like the original Game Boy ones. Like, the fucking... Really... Like, they were good for their time, obviously, but like, playing them now, they're pretty damn fucking slow. And
this shit on the Game Boy is crazy.
Yeah, so the jump from GB to GBA is fucking insane. And yeah, we get the tutorial battle here. Yeah, our boy has a Torchic now, so you're gonna have to deal with a firefighting type later.
That's alright. Torchic sort of starts the trend, right? Of firefighting.
Yeah, a lot of fucking fire starters from here on out get fucking fighting. Like, this one Blaziken obviously does, and then Gen 4, the next one, Infernape, which is firefighting. And then Gen 5, Incineroar. Or not Incineroar, what the fuck is his name?
Oh, the wrestler that was in Smash, right?
Well, we fucking lost.
Incineroar sounds right. Also, shit.
Well, Incineroar is the cat from Gen 7. I'm thinking of... Oh, Embor. The fucking pig.
Oh, from
I
Black
think,
and White.
yeah, I think Embor is firefighting.
Embor's right. Yeah.
Luckily, Gen 6 changes it because Delphox, who is awesome by the way, is fire psychic. But then it goes right back to fire fighting.
I always liked the theming of that generation, like the starters, where it was like, oh, these starters are all different classes you would have in a fantasy RPG, you know? Mage, fighter, and tank.
Yeah. Luckily, the most recent gen switched it up. The fire starter you pick in Scarvi ends up being fire ghost type, which is pretty fucking cool.
That is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, shout outs to Skeledirge.
What's that? Oh, is that the crocodile?
Yeah,
Like
the crocodile skull, dude.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Alright, we're level 6 now, so let's try this again.
Oh, and that theming was like celebrations, right? Or it's like Dia de los Muertos with like the skull, right? And then masquerades with Meow Scarda, whatever. And I forgot what the blue one was. What Donald Duck turned into.
Yeah, that's accurate though, because the duck starter, I also forgot his fucking name. Yeah, his final evolution's like dance oriented. Because I think his idle animation is literally just him like dancing a little bit. I forgot his fucking name. This bitch yelling at me. Oh, there we go, that's better. So yeah, this gen introduces another trend of we ain't got no more edgy fucking rude boy starters or rivals anymore.
Very sad.
So not all the Pokemon games do this. In fact, most of them don't, but at least in this game it's pretty cool that the player character you don't pick becomes one of your rivals. Other than that though, this game introduces a trend that is in pretty much every single game here on out where you have multiple rivals, so it's okay. So even though pretty much every single Pokemon game here has like a friendly rival, at the very least you do get like a second rival that's usually somewhat different. Like Gen 5 is a really good example of that. So yeah,
Which is
Pokédex
Black and White, right?
Yeah. In fact, in Gen 5 you get 3 rivals, but one of them is...
Yeah, you do.
one of them is different at least. Well, they're all different actually, but one of them is more different than the others.
Yeah, I really like that one that's more different than the others.
So we get the running shoes early here, thank God.
Yippee! Another start for this game. Another first for this game where you get the shoes early.
Yeah, because then... Yeah, I guess it just started here. So in Gen 2 you didn't even fucking get shoes, and then... Fire Red was a remake, so they kept it so you had to wait till after the first gym. Alright, so we've generally figured out most of the picks for our new team. I don't know what the fuck. Has Jake still even said anything about his picks? We don't have a surfer, so...
Yeah, I think Ludicolo's back on the menu now that we got Trico.
Yeah, he's a good water type.
But Jake doesn't even know what starter we have, so I think he's been waiting for that.
Yeah, we don't have a surfer.
I'll just text him right now.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
you
we
can't...
find the little Ludicolos like super early too.
Yeah, we can get you a Lotad. Alright, so a couple things to catch.
Now I think it's up to whether or not I wanted Aaron or a Sableye.
I think Aaron's going to be a better pick in the long term.
I do too. He just covers more stuff.
Yeah, because he's eventually going to be a big boy. Because he evolves fucking twice. So we're definitely going to catch ourselves a Zigzagoon, because he's a extremely solid fucking HM slave.
Hopefully he has the passive where like he picks up shit.
Oh
like
yeah,
the
pick
other
up.
Zigzagoon we got.
He should.
Aw yeah, Zigby.
That was a female. I guess my last one was female too.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. Jake says Wailord Anorith.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm actually really excited for that because the Wailord's fucking awesome. Alright, so the Zigby has... Okay, cool. Yeah, we have pickup. Nice. Alright, well, that's going to be very handy. And then, of course, we get to hear the trainer battle theme for the first time. Hi, Calvin.
I can't believe Anorith's evolved form is called Armaldo.
Yeah.
Quando's freaking epic.
So if you encounter a Lotad at any point, I guess we'll also catch that.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, we're gonna have a double water typing the...
Oh, with Wailord?
Yeah, that's gonna conflict. Yeah, actually, both types of Ludicola's already covered.
Hey, I'm fine with just getting a Sableye in his stead still. Since Sableye's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that's probably just got to be the case anyways.
And we can go with the names we picked out for those two Pokemon again.
Yeah.
Feel free to catch this Tailo for later. If we just need a flying Pokemon.
Shit, yeah, we're not gonna have a fucking flying type, really.
Well, I mean, I bet Wailord learns it.
Bing ding bong.
I'll Jarvis that right now. I totally bet that Wailord learns Fly.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Which makes sense. Well, shit. Yeah, we're not gonna have a flyer until fucking Rayquaza.
I mean, yeah, until we get Rayquaza, we should just have a bird.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to catch one of those then. That's alright. It's not gonna be as annoying as Gen 1.
Yeah, there's like swallows here anyways. Mondale's gonna be pretty nice with potion, like, retention, you know? Since he's absorbing shit all the time.
Yeah, he's got mad sustain.
Shroomish, you've got big... Oh, yeah. There's a lot of grass types in this first area. But yeah, first time we went through, you were talking about how Shroomish is the GOAT if you can get him to level 40 without evolving him.
Yeah, really... Oh shit. A really good example of... you get rewarded for refraining to evolve your Pokemon. Shroomish is a good example of that. Because Spore is fucking awesome move. It's the only 100% accuracy sleep move in the game, and Shroomish can learn it. However, if you evolve him into a Breloom at whatever level he usually does, he won't be able to learn Spore anymore. So it's actually a better idea to hold him until around 40s, I think.
And he looks stupid when you evolve him.
He does get the, I think he becomes grass fighting.
Oh, because he looks like that dinosaur with the rocky head on it.
Yeah, so he gets that cool dual typing, so he isn't susceptible to that much shit anymore. Well, I think he kind of is, but oh well. He can learn some more cool shit. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I know. So this is the Petalburg Gym. We're gonna be coming back here later. But this is where our dad is. What's up, homie? Well, if it isn't Zabuma. So you're all finished moving in? I'm surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Oh, I see. You're with your Pokemon. I guess you're going to become a trainer like me, Zabuma. That's great news. I'll be looking forward to it. I'd like to get a Pokemon, please.
Oh, here's this frickin' guy.
Oh, right. You're Wally, right? Yeah, welcome, Wally. I'm going to stay with my relatives in Verniturf Town. I thought I'd be lonely by myself, so I wanted to take a Pokemon along. But I've never caught a Pokemon before. I don't know how. I see. Zabuma, you heard that right. Go with Wally and make sure that he safely catches a Pokemon. Wally, here, I'll loan you my Pokemon. Gave him a spare Zigzagoon. And we gotta go with this dude.
Just hand out Zigzagoons like candy.
It's just another way of showing off the catching tutorial. Which is fine.
Shiny,
I wonder what he found. Oh shit. Yeah, I always thought it was really cool that you can actually encounter routes in this grass, so this isn't just like some bullshit, like fake encounter.
Yeah.
I believe the chance is 5%, but yeah, you can totally catch one here. So yeah, Wally is going to be our secondary rival, so because he's catching a Ralts, you can take a wild guess what his ace is going to end up being way later in the game. Which changes slightly in the remakes, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Speaking of which, if you're wondering why we're not playing those versions, they're very good versions. They're on the 3DS, so we could totally play them, but the only downside is all the cool shit that Emerald adds, for some reason, isn't present in that version.
Shameful.
They're more remakes of Ruby and Sapphire. They do have more cool additions, obviously. Like all the Gen 6 shit. So a bunch of legendaries and mega evolving, all that. That's pretty cool, but unfortunately, all the like really cool story and legendary stuff in this game is not present. Yeah, and also it's Emerald. I love being on the GBA. I think this is like, I think people generally agree this is like the definitive way to play Gen 3. I'll explain a little bit more about that later when we actually get into that shit. Alright, so I'm going to just gonna chug along. Oh, I picked up something already. Let's go.
My goat.
It's just a normal potion, which is fine. We got sunglasses, dude. Who I believe this is a new guy from fucking Emerald. He was not here in the RS. Suppose we'll learn more about that guy later.
We'll learn that he has a small penor.
I'm gonna battle some of these dudes for some money.
Leaving wiener footprints in the sun is so fun. It is. We are just not gonna need potions with this guy.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. So unfortunately, to balance out Absorb, despite being like a nice stab, a nice stab grass type move for Trico, it's supremely weak. I think it has like 20 power.
Dang.
That's why there are 2 other versions of it, because it goes to Mega Drain and then Giga Drain. And even then, Giga Drain is like a little on the weaker side.
Oh, big boy. Oh, wait. Absorb.
It's okay. I'll just murder him.
Throw this shit on him.
Alright, cool. We got a fisherman here who's sure to have some water. Nice. Perfect.
Epic.
Suck this dude off.
Let's get a real dry Magikarp.
There we go. Now we're good. What the? What the
How'd
hell?
you do that?
Also, yeah, you saw me pick some earlier, but in this gen, they like completely revamped the berry system. So berries were a thing in Gen 1 and 2, but they were pretty fucking limited, especially Gen 1. So in this game, they made it so you can actually pick and choose which berries you want to plant. It's very cool, because a lot of the berries in this game are fucking awesome. So basically, whenever I get the chance, I'll be planting like status effect berries on the ground. If I remember. That's why the time mechanic is pretty important. Although unfortunately, something I kind of didn't understand why they did. They got rid of the day-night cycle from Gen 2.
Oh.
Which is weird, because time passes in here, because they need the berries to grow. But yeah, they just opted not to do the cycle.
Well, the mechanic for sure comes back in future games.
Yeah, it comes back literally in the next gen. It's just they didn't do it for this one, unfortunately. I guess they already had a lot to deal with when making this game.
They did add a lot here.
Alright, so we got the Petalburg Woods here, which is nice. Beep beep boop boo. Alright. Here we go. So we got the Pelberg Woods. We'll clear this in the next episode. So yeah, unfortunately, you saw we're doing short episodes this week. This weekend's been a fucking mess. So there's gonna be really weird uploads throughout this course of the week. There's gonna be no game from Roberto or Jake because they're both fucked right now. So it's just gonna be Pokemon and some random ass shit. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, join the team.
You're gonna like it.
And we'll see you when we talk to this guy right here.